Welcome to another episode of Cory Reads. I am Cory, and I am going to read. We are currently reading the Bible, and I will start this one. We're up to chapter 10 of the first book of Moses, called Genesis. And I will do the read through first, and then we'll go back and we'll discuss it. Thanks. Chapter 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Mesich, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan: Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in the lands. Every one has after his tongue, after their families and their nations. And the sons of Ham: Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush: Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabteca. And the sons of Ramah: Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod, he began to be a mighty one in the earth. And he was a mighty hunter before the Lord, wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah. And reason between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Ledium, and Anamim, and Lahaban, and Nephtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casulim, out of whom came Philistine, and Capitorum. And Canaan begat Siddim, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jesuite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and Arvadite, and the Zimmerite, and the Hamathite. And afterwards were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou cometh to Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. And to Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem: Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram: Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. Arphaxad begot Salah, and Salah begat Eber, and unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Amodad, and Shelep, and Hazar Maveth, and Gerar, and Hodarim, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Obal, and Abimal, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All those were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest into Saphar, at the mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, and the lands after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations in the nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. Okay, so chapter 10 consists of a whole bunch of names, kind of describing where all the sons of Noah and their children, and so basically breaking down their generations. And it's also pointing out several locations, like Sodom and Gomorrah, Babel, things like that, to kind of explain where the people settled. and what happened to them after the flood and how the people got spread around. So it kind of sets the basis for these cities and the founding of these cities and why the people are in different places, and basically they're back up to Noah to their family tree. Um, Again, this is kind of describing the geography, the locations of some of the cities, the people that live there, why or where they came from. Um, it really doesn't explain the whole population. I mean, it says that they had these sons, but where did all their wives come from? Where did all these other people would have had to have come from somewhere to increase the population? It doesn't really go into that in this chapter, at least. Much it was kind of like back earlier when Adam and Eve got kicked out of Eden, and then Cain all of a sudden had a wife and had kids, and there's other people that they're leaving out while they're going through. It kind of doesn't really explain where all the other people were. So, but chapter 10 sets up these new cities, new locations, new nations, new languages that we'll get into as we go on. Because, like, in case you know, I've never read the Bible before, but I do recognize some of the names like Babel, Sodom and Gomorrah. The parts that I do know about, those kind of ring a bell, but I'm sure they'll go into a lot of the other locations as we go further on. But that's kind of what chapter 10 does. It sets up those other nations and the descendants going down from Noah now. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening. Next time we'll go into chapter 11 and go from there. Thanks.